Freaking anime pictures and fraud pictures, like the new NRA, like the secret code word for misogyny, and I'm done with it. I'm done with the anime. I'm done with the internet.
Know your place, worm. Prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So I woke up an hour ago to two different things. The first thing was Spider-Man Far From Home, the trailer dropped, and I thought it was enjoyable. It looked interesting, but my main feeling to that trailer is, why do you exist before Endgame? I feel like with it coming out before Endgame, it takes out a little bit from the resurrection of Peter Parker, and if Endgame can pull it off despite the trailer existing, then that's kudos to Endgame, but again, it should have came out after Endgame. Number 2, Ebenezer on Twitter made me aware of this hashtag that is not really trending, it's just existing, and that is hashtag bandragonball. Basically, it's about Dragon Ball being sexist, misogynistic, all these different political viewpoints, putting politics or political agendas, for the most part, into a place that it does not belong, because we watch anime, watch Dragon Ball, enjoy the fandoms here to get away, for the most part, not all of us, but for the most part, we get away from those things that air constantly on TV, in the news, even sometimes on YouTube, on the trending pages. Like, I don't like to keep up with politics because of how negative and toxic it can be. The fandom is my escape. Putting politics or political agendas like these into Dragon Ball, for me, is just dead wrong. It's just dead wrong. So here's the tweet, and I want to make this perfectly clear. For those of you guys in the comment section, I don't want this to become some sort of feminist bashing sesh. I want to focus on the tweet itself. The comment section is not for that. If you guys have your own views, that's great. With feminism, there are positive parts about it, and there are negative parts about it, just like everything else in life. But I don't think that this person, for one, I don't think this person even exists. I think this is a troll. This is a troll account. And I think they decided to throw this monkey wrench into the fandom to kind of stir up some controversy. But I don't think they speak for feminism as a whole. At least I hope they don't. It says, hashtag ban Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a misogynistic, sexist show. It degrades women. Any man that supports the show, they support sexism and misogyny. That show teaches boys and men to disrespect women. It teaches toxic masculinity. We as women need to unite and ban anime in general. So I'm going to focus on the Dragon Ball aspects of this tweet. As far as the anime, I can't really talk about the entire anime community because I don't watch every single anime. Some animes push the bar a little bit too much, I think, and you guys know which ones they are. But again, I'm going to focus on Dragon Ball here, and I'm actually going to just go straight into Bulma's response, because Bulma had something to say about all this. She responds with, "Oh honey, have you ever watched Dragon Ball, or anime for that matter? Japan has been creating strong female characters long before it ever became popular here. I would know. I happen to be the voice of one of those strong women in that sexist show." And then she responds with, who are you? When Monica Real, she posted a gif of Bulma herself and talking about that she's one of the characters in the show. That's kind of how I know that this person more than likely is a bot and a troll and just trying to start controversy. But the hashtag ban Dragon Ball is a thing that actually exists, and a lot of people support it on Twitter. A lot of people are basically talking shit about Dragon Ball, and I wanted to nip this in the bud. I think this is a non-issue. I think that this hashtag is going to go away, but I'm going to address just the simple facts here. There is one point in Dragon Ball that they keep referencing in the original Dragon Ball between Goku and Bulma when Goku was a kid. To me, that was made like back in the 80s, so not only was it a different time period, but Goku isn't doing anything weird in there for the most part. He's basically not understanding how anything works in the world because he was a wild child for so long. He doesn't understand anything. He doesn't understand even what girls are. So to me, I think that is a non-issue right there. As far as the rest of the tweet, let me go ahead and just rattle off the female characters that are strong and actually matter in the show. Okay, let's start with Bulma. Bulma is one of the main female characters from the very beginning. She goes to Namek. She goes to face Mecha Frieza and Golden Frieza along with the rest of the gang. She has no power, she does not need to be there, and she's there anyway. Throughout the Cell Saga, she's instrumental to creating gadgets, to finding out clues, finding the mystery of who Cell is, locating the androids. She is an integral part of the team. And just in Dragon Ball in general, she is the smartest person in Dragon Ball. She creates everything in Dragon Ball. She made a freaking time machine for Trunks to go back in time. She is by far the smartest character in Dragon Ball and essential for the show to be what it is right now, to be where it is right now. There's a reason why she's even in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. She is an integral part of the cast. She's one of the most important members. Not only that, she basically stopped one of the most maniacal killers in Dragon Ball and made him protect Earth and made him fall in love with her. This guy was ready to destroy planets. He was destroying planets on his way to Earth. He was even really very evil in Namek, and when he got wished back and wished on Earth, he could have went and terrorized Earth. But you know what? Bulma invited him back to the crib, and they took it from there and created basically the biggest turnaround for a villain in history. I mean, Watch Mojo just did a list about villains that turned good, top 10 villains that turned good, and guess who the first picture was on the thumbnail? Guess who that picture was? That was Vegeta. It would not have been possible without Bulma. Now, Chi-Chi is another story because she is a housewife. She's basically dedicated her role to being a housewife, to teaching Gohan and Goten, and making sure that they do very good in school, which is something to be commended. But in Dragon Ball Original, she was a fighter. She was a martial artist. That's why Goku fell in love with her. We have Videl, who is one of the strongest characters for the humans, not including the Z fighters. She was stopping bad guys by herself. She was stopping crimes. She was stopping robbers and just being a hero without even wearing a mask. She was just Satan's daughter, and she was a martial artist from very little. And when she found out that Gohan was strong and knew all these different abilities, she didn't just shy away from them. She wanted to learn them from him, and she basically made him teach her. But Gohan never came on to her or was weird about it with her. No, he taught her willingly because he wanted to make sure she was as strong as possible and for her to be able to defend herself and have all the techniques that he can offer her. These three women are the mothers to the strongest Saiyans imaginable: Gohan, Trunks, Pan. Pan is another story. She was a baby and was able to fly around the world and actually even go close to space, and she's like way beyond what a baby should be. And of course the episode probably could just be written off as filler, but still, she's very powerful, and she's an integral part of even Dragon Ball GT. Another character you gotta look at is Mai. She was the one defending the future with Trunks. She's got a shotgun. She's protecting humanity. You have all these different examples of strong female characters that, if anything, make Dragon Ball the least misogynistic show and sexist show imaginable. We have Kale and Caulifla. Before we had a canon Broly, we had a female Broly. That should speak volumes. Caulifla is a genius and learned Super Saiyan without really even trying. There was an entire universe surrounded with the concept of femininity and women in the Tournament of Power. I really don't have to go further into this. It's very self-explanatory, and I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew exactly what the reality of the situation is, that this tweet is nonsense. It's just dead wrong. And the real life Bulma was good to put this person in their place. Hashtag ban Dragon Ball is a non-issue. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of this situation. Is it more important than I think it is? I don't think it is. I don't think that this person even exists. I don't think that this hashtag is something that's ever going to catch fire or trend or anything like that. I just wanted to nip this in the bud before it spread. This is going to be Blackscape, signing off. Take care, guys.